So we've got some window film stuff, privacy film. I bought this rice paper one because I bought it when Andrew was supposed to leave the first time. And it was one, or the nicer one that they had in stock. So I guess we're gonna figure out how to do this for the back window. Measure and trim. I figured I would just trim it afterwards, so. Wet glass. I gotta go get the spray bottle, I guess. But we're just doing the back door because we don't have any blinds on the back door. I could have sworn I had a squeegee, but now I'm realizing I don't think I ordered one. I have one somewhere for wrapping, but I don't know where that would be. Because the tint is over there, but I don't know if the wrap is with the tint. I have no idea. I don't even know where it would be. I'm coming back, Goose. I have no idea. So I guess we gotta find something to use as a squeegee. Which, like, I could probably use just about anything. And I also don't, well, I guess there's, Lucy! That's not yours. Because I could probably use whatever as a squeegee. Assuming I have something squeegee shaped. Which I must have had a squeegee somewhere. I wouldn't have not ordered it. If I didn't have a squeegee, maybe I'll just use a book. Although it's gonna be wet. We'll get there when we get there. It's not my problem. Watch some rattle. While we do this.
People naming 5 things that are like life-changing, absolutely incredible, worth the money and the hype, because I have, and I have been loving it. Because it's so fun to see the products that people are really passionate about, just really enjoy, and have made a big impact in their life. So I bought a whole bunch of them, and it's been fun to sit down and like try them together, see what the hype is about, see how life-changing these actually are. And it is life-changing, a little dramatic. Yes. And then also one with a dramatic flair. Also yes. So if a conditioner is life-changing for someone, we're gonna allow it. And speaking of actually shampoo and also conditioner, I have been on a journey with my hair. I mean, I'm on a hair journey. I don't want to get into it again.
It's a total oblivion, then hair fall, and then it just progresses down.
This is really thick.
I've been on a slow journey to get it back.
It's not the best.
Let's try it. There's a little bit of wrinkles on the bottom. There we go. On the back, it's a little bit more wrinkly. I don't know if you can see that. Pretty wrinkled there. It's a t-shirt. I don't really care, but for the sake of science, I do care. This is...
Tigers. All right. Ah! Had to sacrifice a few inches of product. I figured it probably wouldn't look good sliced anyways. But here it is. It still lets light through. It's really dark outside, so keep that in mind. I mean, you can still see the little dark spot from the doggies and stuff. There's a bubble in there. There's a bubble. There's a few bubbles. Oh my god. Amateur. The book worked more or less just fine. You just want something not super abrasive. I mean, there's a few bubbles, which I'm sure will work themselves out like normal tint, but it's looking pretty good. It's doing what I wanted it to do. I wanted the light to come in, but I didn't want it to be like super open at nighttime because you can't see if somebody's out there, but you can still see what's going on pretty much. So, I mean, works. It was like 40 bucks. I have this left, which I wanted to do the upstairs bathroom with. We'll see. But this was one roll, most of the length, or all the length actually, of, let's see, .36 by 72. So I used all but like 5 or 6 inches for that. And there's like 1.5 feet I didn't use of the 36 inches. So, pretty good. Pretty easy. I like that it was like a water thing. I'm annoyed I don't know where my squeegee is, but works for me. Did the job. Oh, why are you so blurry? Okay. I always look so pale. Okay, getting things done so I can justify playing games. Cut the flowers to size, threw away the dead ones, got all of the mail shredded that needed to get shredded, vacuumed up some grass over there. See, the window still lets in light, even though it's dark outside. I do need to water these plants. They haven't been watered in some time, so I guess we'll be doing that. Let me get our watering guy. All of my planting stuff, the little pruners, watering, you're so close. Watering pail, all that stuff is behind a mountain of boxes that need to get dealt with. We'll see if I leave at all this weekend and I'll grab some boxes. I do need to do my eyebrows as well at some point. But I guess let's tend to some plants. Since we don't have that, they'll be getting some filtered water. Some of these need a good plucking. The snake plants are super easy to do. They just, the dead ones just fall right off. Sorry, little buddy. We had like a gnat issue for a while, so I slowed down on watering them to see if that would help. It seems to have helped, but I saw that there's a product called Sticky something or other, but it's like a little label, like you know the gardening labels, but instead of being a label, it is a like a sticky thing. You just put it in there and it, all the bugs stick to it. And sorry for manhandling you guy. Trying to get all these guys off of you. So you're all fresh. New. I guess I could just use regular scissors. I don't need the pruning ones, but. And I cleaned this bad boy, and since I don't have my watering guy, we're just gonna give him some filtered water, I guess. Well, can't see what the harm is. It's not like I'm sticking the spout into the dirt. So, get some water going in here. I'm afraid I'm going to find a bug. Okay. Got this guy situated. Some of these are too big to move, so I guess I'll just do it over here as well. Like he just has some leaves that need to come off. These also need to be repotted. I bought these just because they were cheap and they needed a bigger home at the time. So now that they've been alive for this long, I think they are justified in a bigger pot. Andrews has gone through like years of not being watered, and I'm just not sure how that happens. Like, I water it, but only like once every 6 months or so. What? That's okay. He's got some spider webs in him. Sorry, guys. Get your fancy water. And hope the dirt is not hydrophobic at this point. I guess we'll find out. That should be enough for right now. Don't want to like overwater them. If the water is, or if the dirt is hydrophobic, then they're going to be all flooded and such. And then we've got one little guy over here who is just the most resilient of them all, because he hasn't a single dead leaf. Get him some water. He can have the rest, I guess. But like, I mean, he's starting to show a little signs of wear, but he's going strong. The father, the adult, got too big to where it was like taking over everything. So I had to separate it and just pull it down, I guess. He had nowhere else to go, so I threw him into the yard. I kind of want some coffee. I have been drinking this Starbucks caramel. The calories are not too bad. It's 200 calories per like 12 fluid ounces, so not terrible. I've had some leftover white rice and chow mein from Panda Express. I have been pretty bloated the past couple of days. My weight hasn't been dropping at all. So I probably need to cool it on the sodium. But I want some caffeine. Don't want to drink another jolt. So coffee it is. Trying to prove to myself that I will in fact drink coffee so that I can buy coffee beans. And oh my god. It gets like, this is a little bit too big, so when it gets wet under my finger, it just flames off. But anyways, coffee beans. So I can use the KitchenAid coffee machine that I got from Influencer for free back when I was all reliable about my influencer reviews. But now they're not so good. I have a lot of overdue tasks. I just forget about them. And they barely send me eyeliner. Like, they sent me a towel. Again, overdue. They sent me a towel. So good. So I need to get back onto the grind, because if you do well enough on Influencer, they will give you coffee machines. And nice ones. I gotta, like, you know, I'm not a vlogger person. Also, if you could, excuse me, look at me. I don't know where you're going. I gave up on this bad boy, and through taping things in this house and pulling them up, I am finding that the damn fucking paint is not on there very well, because it just keeps peeling off. It's a little tacky. But this is what it came out to. I have some cleanup to do. But I hate it. Like, I like it being darker. It looks more like normal. But it looks really bad. So we went to Lowe's. Well, we went to Home Depot. Home Depot wood was all jacked. And then we went to Lowe's, and they had some really nice, high quality wood, full wood baseboards. So we bought a bunch of those. Ones that kind of matched, you know, came from the same tree type of vibe. So we'll eventually get to doing that. But there's never any time. And when there is time, I play games. I should do my taxes, or like my accounting. I'm getting to the point where I feel like I should just hire an accountant. Because it's too much. It's too much. It's too much to keep track of. Too much. So there's bubbles in the film. So I'm just kind of winging it here. Do I want this light on? It's a mood lighting on. Even though it's like not even late. I don't know where my phone is. Hello. Oh, you're over there still. $4:30. So I'm not like super late. Get some of these bubbles out that have decided they're going to be amongst us. I assume at some point, like normal tint, they'll just kind of work themselves out. But I've never worked with tint where you wet it first. So, an experience for sure. I wonder what it looks like from the outside. A little spooky, not gonna lie. A little spooky. But from the inside, it looks alright. Except for the bubbles that keep showing up. But it's supposed to be rice paper. It kind of just looks like a spooky window. So that's okay though. This is a spooky house. So now I do need to do my eyebrows at some point. Well, do need to do the eyebrows. It seems the daylight is fading, so that may be a tomorrow process. They're a little out of control. I was gonna play with some of the new makeup and stuff that I've gotten, but alas, the light is going. And I had some new skincare I tried this morning, and it's the Tatcha Age something. It's like a pretty blue color. Just to help with some of the dryness that I've been having around my mouth. It's either the new toothpaste or the new sunscreen I tried. So I got rid of I stopped using the sunscreen for a couple of days, and still using the toothpaste. The dryness, I could still feel it, but it's not as like aggressive. But the moisturizer, I love Tatcha. The moisturizer is working. It feels really nice. It's just like a little bit, you can feel it. It's kind of, or it may not even be the moisturizer. Or maybe the other sunscreen that I switched to, because I was using the Tatcha one before, and now I'm using a different one, kind of more dewy. I don't know. I need to cut the tag off of Guy over here. Andrew put him there, which good on him, because that's where I was going to put it anyways, and the tag is just there. And then Andrew found me a little cow to go with, oh god, a little cow to go with my other little cow couch cushion, because the dog beds are upstairs. Frank likes it. So many things to do, but I just want to play games. I guess, speaking of which, Lucy's in my gaming chair, Andrew's beanbag. Speaking of which, I have not showed you. Have I gotten water today? Did I drink all that water? It's a lot of water to drink. If I have gotten water today. We got a new handheld because there was a few games I wanted to purchase for the Switch that, oh god, don't zoom in there, thank you. There was a few games for the Switch, or a few games I wanted to play handheld, but I would have to buy them for the Switch, and we already owned them for the computer. And then also, with the family shared, whatever that you can do on Steam, I now have some of Andrew's games, but we got the Lenovo GO 2, the absurdly expensive one, but I mean, it's literally like a computer. Like, it's got vents on the back, vents on the top. It gets hot really fast, especially like, it's heavy, so let me show you. It's heavy, so I like lean it on stuff, because it weighs a few pounds, 5-10 pounds maybe, unless I'm just weak sauce. But you gotta be careful not to cover the fans, because then it gets hot. And then it also has a little kickstand, which I guess I could use to lean. I could lean that, I guess, and it gives like 2 inches of space. But it's literally a computer. I don't know what any of these buttons do. I have not looked into it that far. Yeah, I'm probably has to do with where is it? There's fuzz in the bottom of this. You can take. Just ruin the fun for everybody, huh? Nobody can have the windows open with you around. I gotta go close this window too. Nobody can have the windows open around you. Goodness. You can take the guys off. I think you just push it. Yeah, and then there's a little switch on the bottom to FPS mode. And then it comes with this little stand, and it is like a mouse. I don't know how you're supposed to like use it, but it is a stand, and it's got a little scroll wheel and everything on it. Can I have this back? Thank you. These itself don't weigh anything, but it's got that little guy, and then it's got like a little cap that goes over the plug. And then I think you just push it and slide it. You just push it in and yeah, it clicks up. So it's like pretty loosely in there, but it's in there. I mean, I hold it like by the handles only. My hands aren't exactly big to where I can support anything with it. They both come off. It's literally a computer. The power button is up here. I thought I turned it on. There we go. And then when it turns on, it'll be like an actual computer. So like if you have a desktop, it's going to show up exactly as the desktop screens look. This is like a horrible angle. But let me turn. But yeah, see, it's literally a screen. You log in as you would on a computer, and then eventually you'll log in, and then it's just, you know, it does like the fun little historical pictures they like to put on there. But like I have Cult of the Lamb and stuff on the screen, but you have to press the little Lenovo button. Oh good, there's an update. You must restart. I can't see because you're hiding the stuff. Update now. You must restart and connect to the power supply. Oh, great. Yeah, but like for whatever reason, if you want to use the little controller guys on there, you have to go to the Lenovo thing and open it that way for some reason. Hello. It's like a little bit slow. There it goes. So like if you're going to press a button, it's depending on how it's feeling and what its mood is, it's going to take it a second to decide. See, well, look at that. Woo! To decide that it is going to. What are you doing? To decide to do the thing. So it's a little slow. I feel like the battery dies really fast. It said it had, I think it was quite a few hours of battery life. But I feel like it dies super fast, but maybe it's because I have no sense of time when I'm playing. Put you somewhere so you don't keep falling to my chin. But like, I feel like it dies pretty fast, and they don't make a battery thing for it. They make one for the regular like Lenovo GO, which I was going to use, but I found this guy, this Anchor one, and I figured if I was going to buy a power bank, might as well get one that can be used with other crap. This one was on sale for like $120 or something. The Lenovo battery is on sale for $65 right now. This one obviously was more expensive, but it has, instead of 65 out, it has the capability of like 2 something, but it's got like the little guys that tell you everything there. And I mean, the power went out, so this is why we did all this stuff yesterday. I also bought one of those surge protector battery things that was also on sale, and the power in this house goes off enough to where my computer like freaks out. Sometimes the power like flickers on and off, so I was like, please don't damage my computer. Thank you. So, oh my god. To where I think it is worth it to have the little power guy, because I invested in the computer and then I'm just gonna let it get like violated by the power. So, and then this little dude also came with a fancy schmancy dust bag for some reason. It's a really nice dust bag. Yeah. Oh, I should probably tell you what this is. It is the Anchor Prime Ultra Fast Charging. Total output is 220. So you could plug a bunch of things in there. And this guy only needs 65, but like I think it was recommended like 100 if you want it to charge faster. But I also need to charge you, or plug you in to charge, my friend. So we're gonna play some games, I guess. No. Oh, I don't know what else to do. Andrew's gone. I put up the privacy film. I don't know that the piece I cut off is gonna do anything for me upstairs. Just because I want the bathroom door open, but obviously I don't, or not the door, the window blinds open, but I don't want peepers. Yeah, I don't. There's not really much to do. I can't put the blender away. It goes into the top up there, and I cannot reach that. But you are dying. I'm talking about nothing that anybody cares about. So, time to play, I guess.